I at least was out 2 years. Oh, 2 months. Well, I hope you last longer than that.
Grand Marshal Proclamation. Oh my. Oh my. Whereas the rank of Grand Marshal is traditionally bestowed on a person or a business who shows exceptional leadership qualities and deserves a place of honor. Bug Deacon is a purveyor of reclaimed building materials and the epitome of sustainable enthusiasm. Thank you, Bug, for encapsulating the giving that makes Petaluma an engaged and heartfelt community.
Well, my goodness. So, at Heritage Salvage, and everything I've done and run before was always about everybody wearing many hats. But it's also a bit about having a dream. And this dream, which for those of you who can't see it from there, I dream of a world where chickens can cross the road without having their motives questioned. When I gave one of these to our chief of police when he retired, Ken read it and looked at it and started laughing. He said, "I'm putting this at home in my bar." He said, "Guess what? I don't have to question anybody's motives." You know? When I first heard that I was going to be the brand marshal, I thought, oh, the brand marshal, because we worked on our logo for a very long time. Through 30 different iterations I went through till we finally arrived at this iconic cigar band. And this is going to be the next Nike swoosh, where everybody will recognize a cigar band. So when I realized I was going to be brand marshal, I went, well, okay. So the City of Petaluma, Mayor's Office, Petaluma Downtown Association, the Library Museum, the Petaluma Police Department, everybody, Gelatis, everybody is going to have a cigar band logo. You're going to put your logo inside the cigar band. It'll be brand awareness all over town, and we will reach the swoosh. So, but then, of course, Marie reminded me that I'm the Grand Marshal. Oh, I see. So then, I guess I don't get to wear my brand, but in representation of all the other species, because sustainable isn't just about sustaining life for us. The biggest important thing in sustaining life for all of us as humans on this planet is sustaining the life of all the other species. And I like to call it, so the orcas asked me to represent them. And I go visit with the orcas every year on Hansen Island at Orca Lab. And they are the alpha predator. And if we really wanted to learn about survival, they've been here for 34 million years. The chances of us reaching 1 million if we keep trucking the way we are is probably pretty slim. My friend Paul Spong on Hansen Island has been listening to the orcas for 54 years. They have a lot to say. I'm here because this is such a cool way to be. And I wanted to come in my chariot. I don't know how many of you know the big chair that sits in front of Heritage Salvage, but it now has wheels. And we built, Lisa, your beautiful graphic, we built a 5.5-foot, 3-dimensional egg that sits on the chair, named her Existential Planet. And that egg wasn't quite weather-worthy, so the chair waited behind. What I'm about is sort of the allegory of an egg as it's kind of like our relationship to the ecosystem. You know, the yolk is the center of our involvement in the ecosystem, and therefore we are both, in fact, involved in the ecosystem that makes all of this happen. And so, as a guy with many hats, my haberdasher and my sweet tailor was indisposed and hasn't been able to get to helping me make my costume yet. So this is me as the Commodore, but now I've been raised to Grand Marshal. My welder did begin making me jewelry. So this is the butterfly. And there'll be a lot more by the time we end up walking down the parade route. But, you know, I'm so honored to be here, and I so love this community, and I so love Petaluma Downtown Association, the crew that loves to help Petaluma dress up for a party. And boy, does this town love to do that, which I think is why I fell in love with this whole town to begin with. I'm going to share my float with Petaluma People Services. And so now we're calling that block, because they're right across the street from me, the most sustainable block in Petaluma. Petaluma People Services is an umbrella organization to 90 different programs. If you're hungry, if you're needing psychiatric care, if you need Meals on Wheels, if you need a place to stay, if you need a job, they're going to work with you. So that's the social infrastructure that makes this town so vibrant. You know, when you get home and you click your garage door opener and you go into your, you know, that Victorian that Brainerd Jones built for $102,000. And you phone your friends and tell them what a great community this is, it's because of that social infrastructure. And across the street, Heritage Salvage is very proud to be the social infrastructure. We are all about saving a tree somewhere, you know, and saving souls, saving a tree. And I'm going to leave you with a quote from, and Faith, it was so nice to get to know you and walk the yard. How fun.
Love it.
Yes,
Absolutely love it.
indeed. And I'm going to leave you all with a quote from Neil deGrasse Tyson, the famous astrophysicist who always has something to say about us on our planet. And he said, "We are a ghost driving a meat-coated skeleton made of stardust, riding a rock, hurtling through space. Fear nothing."